Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that the US financial markets are back from holiday and concluding that the tech sector is overvalued and that US public policy is heading into a blind alley. The bond market sentiment we noted in the past month has now spread into the equity markets. And you can see the rising risk aversion in the gold price, driving it sharply higher today into new territory. But at the overnight dairy auction, prices slumped more than 4.3% in US dollar terms. The situation was saved somewhat by the sharpest recent fall in the New Zealand dollars. So in local currency, it was only down 3.5%. Although it's only one event, the dominant whole milk powder price is now back to early 2025 levels, and with a bit of a thud. Analysts will be keeping an eye on this, unlikely to shift their farm gate price forecast, but wouldn't want to see at lower levels to repeat. But good global supply, especially if demand turns soft, and it seems to be doing that, won't help future prices. In the US, the widely watched ISM factory PMI was still contracting at a concerning rate in August, and that was despite a small rise in new orders. Both measures were lower than expected. And the US logistics LMI was little changed, but the elements like inventory levels and inventory costs are rising at an increasing rate, and these are not good portents. And the Real Clear Markets TIPP Consumer Sentiment Index was quite downbeat as well. In fact, it fell when a rise was anticipated. In Europe, they said their August inflation was running at 2.1%, up marginally from 2% in July. Interestingly, energy costs are still retreating, but the impact on the overall price level is now much less, with food and services prices rising at a much lesser rate now. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.28%, and up 3 basis points from yesterday at this time. The key 210 yield curve is up at 63 basis points. The last time it was this steep was in February 2022. Long-dated yields are on the move higher. The US Treasury 30-year yield is actually closing in on 2007 levels, almost at 5% now. And the price of gold will start today at $3,526 an ounce, up $50 from yesterday and surging to a new record high. Silver has moved higher too, but not as aggressively. And American oil prices are up $1 at just on $65.50 a barrel, with the international Brent price now just on $69 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now just under 58.7 US cents, down 30 basis points from yesterday and its lowest level since mid-April. Against the Aussie, we're down 10 basis points at 89.9 Australian cents. Against the euro, though, we're unchanged at 50.4 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just over 66.3 and down 10 basis points from yesterday. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.